If you're struggling with self-control, consider Padre Pio's advice on modesty, continence, and chastity. Discover how these qualities can help you resist temptation and live a more holy life. Stay tuned. We welcome you back to our YouTube channel following Padre Pio. If you're new to our channel, Padre Pio was a Capuchin friar, mystic, and miracle worker whose intercession remains powerful and alive today. We post films and shorts 5 days a week, so follow us to learn more about the life of this interesting saint. You will be astounded by what Padre Pio can do for you, a family member, or a friend. And now for our narrative. Today's narrative is based on the book Padre Pio, Messages from the Saint of the Stigmata by Laureano and Jose Antonio Benitez. Within his pages, we find a small narrative of Padre Pio's young spiritual daughter, Anna. Anna was now a third-order Franciscan. Despite taking vows of obedience, she purposefully opted to disobey one of the commandments, believing she could get away with it. Here is the story. Padre Pio served as the spiritual advisor for Anna, a young Franciscan tertiary. Despite living outside of San Giovanni Otondo, Anna sought Padre Pio's counsel and confessed to him on a regular basis. Furthermore, Anna adored dancing and would frequently go dancing in the afternoons at her friend's home. This may not seem like a significant concern from today's perspective. Members of the Franciscan Third Order are not permitted to attend dances unless they are held at family gatherings. The reason is, of course, the physical proximity that occurs while dancing, which might lead to impure thoughts. It is critical to understand that intentionally putting oneself in situations that could lead to sin is wicked in and of itself. St. Alphonsus elaborates on this in his treatise, The Practice of the Love of Jesus Christ, warning that whomever loves danger will perish in it. He highlights the importance of protecting the soul from sin by avoiding risky situations such as unpleasant company, certain amusements, games, and the passion of love. Despite being fully aware that she was breaching the rule, Anna devised a cunning plan to avoid telling Padre Pio. You see, she would confess her wrongdoing before her visits to San Giovanni Rotondo, knowing that Padre Pio would never find out. However, Padre Pio was no average priest. During one of her confessions, Padre Pio asked Anna if she attended Mass every morning, to which she replied, "No, Father, not every morning." She then began to make excuses for why she did not go. However, as anyone who knows Padre Pio knows, he was not a fan of excuses. Anna mentioned that she had to traverse a vast town square to get to the church, which made her feel embarrassed, even afraid. To her surprise, Padre Pio responded, "But you're not afraid to cross this square at night to go dancing?" This is the end of the story. Now, the warning about the perils of dancing is not limited to the Franciscan order's norms. It was also highlighted by various saints, including Saint John Vianney. He fought against dances in the French town of Arce for 25 years. He recognized that the problem with dancing was not just the physical contact between unmarried people, but also the fact that sensuality penetrates the eyes, causing us to violate the sixth commandment. He declared, "Dance is the rope by which the devil drags the greatest number of souls into the abyss of hell." In fact, he was so determined to warn the faithful about the perils of dances that he had an altar built in honor of St. John the Baptist with the inscription, "His head was the price of a dance." If you enjoy our content and want to support us, click on the Super Thanks button below. Your Super Thanks is not just a donation, it is a blessing that supports our mission to share the transformative journey of Jesus.
Furthermore, he would not grant absolution to individuals who attended dances unless they promised never to do so again. It's worth mentioning that this occurred in the 19th century, when dances were perhaps even more humble than they are today. One can only guess what he would say of our modern clubs. Padre Pio also recognized that sin may enter through the eyes, and urged people to dress modestly, loosely. For example, Padre Pio hung a sign at the entrance doors of the church in San Giovanni Rotondo that read, The church is the house of God. Men are not allowed to enter with bare arms or shorts. Women are not permitted to enter in pants without a veil on their heads. Short attire, low necklines, sleeveless, or immodest gowns. Furthermore, Padre Pio taught his spiritual children to regulate their senses. He highlighted that 3 virtues perfect the devoted person. In terms of sensual discipline: modesty, continence, and chastity. A faithful soul's modesty allows it to rule over all of its external activities. St. Paul was correct to propose this virtue to everyone, and to assert that it was required. Furthermore, Paul wants others to observe that virtue. Continence allows the soul to keep the senses of sight, touch, taste, smell, and hearing away from excessive pleasures, even those that are lawful. Chastity, the virtue that converts our nature into an angelic one, keeps passion under control, and directs it away from forbidden pleasures. Finally, let us not forget that Our Lady of Fatima emphasized bodily sins as the primary cause of hell for the majority of mankind. Shortly before her death, Chastity, the youngest of the 3 children, issued this vital warning: the sins that send most souls to hell are crimes of the body. A certain fashion will be established that will deeply anger our Lord. Those who serve God should not behave this way. The church has no fashion. Our Lord is always the same. Finally, let us follow Padre Pio's example. As we know, he had a deep love to Mary, who is the epitome of purity and modesty. By following their example, we are reminded to dress and act modestly. As we attempt to follow in their footsteps, we can be assured that we are on the proper track to paradise, where purity pours and nothing unclean can enter. If you enjoy our content and want to support us, click on the Super Thanks button below. Your Super Thanks is not just a donation. It is a blessing that supports our mission to share the transformative journey of Jesus. Thank you for listening. Please like and share this video to help expand our channel. Please support our channel by watching another video. This will improve the YouTube algorithm. On the end screen, I've recommended various videos that I specifically chose for you.